Joining us now in the Arutz Sheva studios, Rabbi Moshe Gruenberg, Director of Chabad Terror Victims Project. Shalom.
Shalom Uvracha. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. So first of all, this Terror Victims Project is something that is already 50 years old almost?
Over 50 years. The Lubavitcher Rebbe started this project after the Yom Kippur War. And because of all the people, all the soldiers, the young soldiers that were falling, most of them were young husbands and then many orphans and widows. So the Lubavitcher Rebbe started an organization that Chabad emissaries and widows of other soldiers that have fallen will comfort all those that were of the families of the dead.
And how is the help done? Is it about support? Is it about giving tzedakah, charity?
There's many different ways of assistance. It's both spiritual and physical, material assistance. We help them in every sense. It's bar mitzvahs, conducting weddings, britot, whatever they need, and also, financial means. And we're there for them throughout the year. We're in touch with them throughout the year. At least once or twice a year, we visit each one of the families throughout the country.
And we just experienced the operation, the Guardian of the Walls, Shomer HaChamot operation in southern Israel, throughout Israel actually. You were out there on the field.
We were out there in the field. We visited in Eshkol, in Ashkelon, Ashdod, in Be'er Sheva. We were there when the sirens were going off. We visited the bomb shelters in Ashkelon. In fact, when we were in Ashkelon, the Barzilai hospital, we met a family. The father was severely injured by a direct rocket at the home, and he was, when we met him, he was crying. He had tears in his eyes, and he told us, my son's having a bar mitzvah in 2 weeks.
Wow.
And we're thinking twice about conducting the bar mitzvah. And we told him, there's no way. You have to do the bar mitzvah. And we'll take upon ourselves to do this bar mitzvah. Because if you don't conduct this bar mitzvah, your son will be traumatized for life. He missed his bar mitzvah because of the Hamas, and it's a win for the Hamas. And this is something we took upon ourselves to take care of, and it's going to happen. We sent them shopping, getting all the clothing for the family, and hopefully the father will be able to leave the hospital and be part of this amazing bar mitzvah. And it's going to be a real miracle. And Bezrat Hashem, when he eventually is out, we're going to take him to the Kotel, the Birkat HaGomel, and we're going to make it into a, as they say, Msibat Hodaya, Thanksgiving party.
Wow. Now, I understand that you actually experienced the rockets themselves. You were in Ashkelon. The missiles were heard and the explosions were heard from side to side.
Just a short story. Friday before Sunday, Erev Shavuot, the day before Shavuot, we were going around Ashkelon giving out ice cream and cheesecakes and presents to the children in the bomb shelters. And as we left one of the bomb shelters, we asked someone, where's he going to be for the 10 commandments, Aseret HaDibrot, you're supposed to hear in Shavuot. And he told us, right across the street, there's a shul, a synagogue, I'm going to be there. And we told him, wow, that's amazing, it's right across the street, there'll be enough time for the 15 seconds they have. Just imagine, there's 15 seconds for them to run during a rocket attack. And as we were speaking, there were sirens, we went into the bomb shelter, and that synagogue had a direct hit. And Baruch Hashem, it wasn't an explosion. There was no explosion. They were able to clean it up, and it was just it dawned on us what these people go through. A rain of rockets, over 1,000 rockets hit Ashkelon, 1,500 rockets hit Eshkol, and these kids are traumatized, and it's been going on for over 21 years.
Wow. Now, Chabad is an international organization, of course, a Chassidut, an organization, an enterprise. How is the shluchim around the world, the emissaries around the world, how are they connected to what you're doing here in Israel?
So because Chabad in Israel, we have 400 centers, Chabad centers across the country with over 1,000 shluchim, emissaries. And so each and one of these Chabad centers is actually a bridge. Chabad of Israel acts as a bridge to the worldwide Jewry of diaspora. And the shluchim around the world ask us, what can we do to help? Our communities want to help. For example, the Jewish community in Durban wanted to do something special for the kids of Ashkelon. They sent over presents. And some of them sent money to help with cheesecakes and giving candies to give out to these families. So it's
not only giving those who received the cheesecake, it's also giving those who were able to give the cheesecake. It also gave them a lot.
It gives them, they say in Hebrew, a sipuk, a fulfillment. They have that sort of fulfillment that they feel that they're here with us. We're standing together as one family, as one large family. And that's, one of the things everyone was trying to reach a victory picture in the guardian of the walls. The Hamas were trying to prove that they stopped the flights from Ben Gurion Airport, and they had half of the country in bomb shelters and non-stop rockets. And Israel were trying to show the pictures of the buildings exploding and how we're, doing all we can to
eliminate
the terror. And I think that as we sit here, there's just not one picture, there's thousands of pictures. And those are all those stories of the Bar Mitzvah, the wedding, all those people that we help and assist. Those are the victory pictures. That we stand together, the world as a whole, all the Jewish community as a whole outside the country, stand together with the Jewish community here in Israel. That's the victory picture, and that's something that we could prove that we won. In that aspect, we won, because even we know everything that's going on outside with all the anti-Semitism and everything that the Jews outside the country are feeling. They feel that by them helping us and assisting us, they're actually assisting themselves, they're making themselves stronger. I just want to say one last thing, which is an amazing idea, was that we went to the Eshkol region and we met the mayor, Gadi Yarkoni, who lost his 2 feet by a rocket in the 5 minutes before the ceasefire in Sukeitan, protective edge in 2014. And he told us that every hole a rocket makes in the Eshkol region, they plant a tree. And that's their victory. And he says, just like what you're doing now with these kids, that's the same idea of planting the trees, and that's our winning picture. So, Baruch Hashem, we could go out in an optimistic sense of saying that we did something and we're doing something, and Bezrat Hashem will bring the ultimate victory.
Am Yisrael Chai.
Am Yisrael Chai.
Okay, Rabbi Moshe Gruenberg, Director of Chabad Terror Victims Project, thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you.